when I look across the pitch at the moment, there's still a lot of new combinations, right? So you're looking at that left-hand side. You've got, I think Sancho, we saw it with Sancho. Let's talk about Sancho, but I want to talk about the combinations as well, because I think, considering, and I agree with things that you're saying, it was disjointed, but we are, 4 games into the season. And I think that there's a lot of talent there. So I look at the combinations. I look at the central defense, sort of Maguire and Varane. It's going to take time, understanding. I think there's still, while Varane's been fantastic, I think Maguire's still working out, sort of, when he can sort of go and when he can stay. And I think that's something that needs to be worked on. But that will, with more game time, Rob. That's just the way it works. I think I look at the right-hand side. Obviously, we've seen Wan-Bissaka and Mason play together a lot. It's not working right now. And Manchester United have to find, or Ollie has to find a solution. And the solution, obviously, for me, in the long term, will be Sancho on that right-hand side. When we have a look at Sancho on the left, I think what he was doing so well at Dortmund when he was on the right is he was able to sort of take it outside and he was able to put the ball in. And I think when he was on the left, it's more about him beating the man. And I just felt like he's not as effective. Looking at left-hand side, it is usually either Pogba or Shaw, or it's going to be Rashford and Shaw. So again, still trying to find combinations. Shaw hasn't played a lot with Sancho. Things are going to take time. I look at the midfield. We've chopped and changed consistently. And that's partly to obviously do with Ollie needing to find the right combination. It's also partly to do with the options that we have. It is the weakest area of the team. But again, it's going to take time. And I think we know that it's going to be McFred. When I have a look at the attack as well, obviously Bruno Fernandes hasn't played very well. I think he's still trying to figure out whether he's playing as an 8 or he's playing as a 10. He's obviously should be playing as a 10. But again, these things are going to take time. And then you've got Ronaldo coming in, doing what he does best. All of these sort of brought together, Rob, and you put it together. United winning 4-1 yesterday, sitting top of the table. I'm positive about it. I'm usually the one that sits in maybe a bit more of doom and gloom. But if United can get these combinations right in the team, they're going to blow teams away. And I think it's going to take time. There's so much attacking talent that Ollie needs to find where they fit. And I think right now that is the issue. We've got so many options. What's working, what's not. And the only way he's going to find out what's working is when you put them into a game situation.
Yeah, I'm normally the one that says, let's wait and see. And you're the one who gets frustrated and kind of has a little bit more negativity on it. I think you've had your shot of Ronaldo. So I think this is what it is. It's kind of straight into the vein and you feel great about it. So that's not me kind of taking the mick out of you or anything like that. I think it's more of a case of when you look at Shaw and you look at Sancho, mate, they've just spent 8 weeks training together with England. They know each other, right? They don't not know each other.
But they didn't play together.
That's what I think. They didn't play together, but they trained together every day for 8 weeks. So they do know each other. So this is the thing. It's not like two guys who've never met. They do know each other. Of course, over time in our system, that will be developed, won't it? I totally agree with you on that. So no one is judging Jadon Sancho. Like I thought yesterday that he had a really good first half. I think he had 2 or 3 moments where you saw that if you put Sancho in the pocket with the ball and you say to him, you've got the option of either going outside or coming inside through the channel. I think Jadon Sancho loves that. The problem for me is why is it that the other kind of 9 outfield players don't work that out and give him the ball in the pocket? So I think that's where it kind of went with Jadon. I think you saw in the second half, United changed 2 or 3 things around and Jadon actually went wider to kind of stretch the space there. Luke Shaw got on his bike, started kind of going through the channel himself. And that's good because it's just you need one of them to do it. So that improved. But I'm not particularly worried about Jadon Sancho. I'm not particularly worried about Luke Shaw, and we're highlighting those 2 here now. I am worried about Mason and Aaron. I look at those 2 on the right and say, you 2 have been playing for 2 years together. What's happening here? Why is it not working? So that's one side of it. And of course, as you said there, Jadon will probably go to the right-hand side eventually. You'll have Marcus come back in on the left, and then there's that balance. But then you're starting fresh again, because whenever Marcus comes back in, it's new again. It's a new system again. It's new people in new places. Then you're having to say work with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's out of form. So for me, they are the issues.